This meeting is being recorded.
So welcome everybody to this open Zoom meeting.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you all. Yeah, just this again. I mean, what else? Here we are. At the same time, there's no one here already. Just a bunch of bodies sitting in front of a screen. So we can say there's nothing, no one here, and at the same time, there seems to be, what is it, eight so-called bodies attending a Zoom meeting. And yeah, this is it. We can say this is the moment. I mean, there's nothing else besides whatever is happening or not, or what is believed to be happening. So here there was, you know, before clicking record, I was listening to Constance and Patricia. You know, they were chatting along so naturally. Oh, where are you from? And I'm from here and I'm from there. You know, it's so nice. It's so natural. It's just what's happening, right? It goes effortlessly. The words just seem to tumble out of this physical body, so to say. There's no effort. They just fall out. There's no one inside this so-called physical structure as a separated doer pushing the words out. It just tumbles out. And this is also what has been pointed to in these meetings, that there's just simply whatever is happening, and there's no one separated from this. I call it this, but there is not even a this. There's not a thing called this, or a life which is a thing which is happening, and at the same time it's happening and not happening, so to say. And there's no one separated from whatever is happening or not, as a you or a me doing this, doing the talking, doing the listening, doing the wondering. And at the same time, there's no one having anything either. You know, there's no one having a life. At the same time, thinking that there is a you or believing that there is a you having life is basically just life. It's equally just simply this. So I love to call this life. Some seem to call it energy, or some seem to call it God. It's all the same. I mean, the words doesn't do anything. As a matter of fact, the words are it already. You know, it's not something else. Words are this too. Beliefs are this too. Likes and dislikes are this too. So, and there was something coming by this week, and I was wondering, you know, how it is. But there seems to be so-called characters, for the sake of pointing out, who seem to have the belief that certain speakers, like, well, maybe Rosa, Michael, Sander, Andreas, Jim, Tim, whoever more, that they seem to see something or to get something which people watching these meetings don't seem to get, which is basically this already. You know, the idea that there's someone who has seen that there is no separation, or who doesn't feel separate. The idea that there's someone doing that or having that knowledge is already just simply this. So I was wondering if there is, if anyone wants to share, so to say, if this is going on. And it doesn't matter, basically. You know, anything may happen. Thinking that there are speakers or gurus who are in a certain state of being is already just innocently this. So I will just throw it out there. Is anyone having the assumption or the belief that there are speakers who are in a different state of being, and at the same time that there is a wanting to reach that state. So anyone, take the mic. Now's the time. I know it's a tricky question because admitting that there may be an idea or a belief that something is attainable may come across as stupid or whatever. Well, that's it too, you know. I mean, there's being ashamed that there is maybe an idea or a belief that there's something which can be reached by going to non-duality meetings or by going to other meetings is already just simply this. So as is not wanting to speak out and keeping it for yourself, so to say, it's already just simply what's happening. Anyone? Constance, maybe. You're always... Okay, so there's no belief, Constance, or an idea that there are certain so-called speakers who have seen something or gained something.
Well, I'll talk.
Ah, okay, Don, give it a go.
This is Don here. So thinking that somebody else has something that I don't have in the non-dual or in anything. I have that. Of course, I've had that all my life. And I'm seeing now that when I think there's something out there that's not here, and make that separation, like I'm separate and you're there, Michael's there, Constance is there, everybody's where they are. And when I'm looking at it from that point of view, then yeah, you could have something that I don't have, you know. But when I sort of come back to me, or the non-dual, I'll say me as non-dual, the one, then yeah, it's much freer. It's much better. It's like, okay, you're there. I can see you, Sander, Michael, or all of you. Yeah, you're there, but you're there sort of as an extension. I'm going to call it an extension of the one that is here, if that makes sense. The one that is here, you know, it's an extension. So it's not anything to attain out there. There's only to be here in this. And it's beautiful. I mean, it really is beautiful in that way, because it's like there's nothing deficient over here. There's nothing deficient. It's okay.
And how you mean with, you said deficient, right?
Yeah, nothing deficient here. Nothing wrong here. Nothing,
yes,
nothing
yes.
missing.
Yes.
Nothing,
Oh, yeah,
nothing missing.
Yeah.
Nothing missing here. That's beautiful.
So
And
go, yeah, go ahead, Don. Sorry.
and I do come to these meetings to, I guess, like remind me of this. So in that way, there's great benefit for me in these meetings, because I remember this. I look at this as a practice, the practice of coming home to the one. And so in these meetings that I go to, I now go to 3 a week, 3 different meetings a week, really, you know, getting into it. And it's just like, okay, go back, come back. The meetings always say, come back, Don, come back, come back, come back. It's all beautiful. You know, that's that from Nkosi, I picked that up, you know, from him, of course. It's like, come back, or it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, okay. And if I hear him say that, I've heard him say it 1,000 times, you know, it sort of starts to penetrate. It's beautiful. And, you know, I could say, since, you know, it's beautiful. And as I say that now, it's not for me personally. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's,
Yes.
yeah, that it's beautiful, and just,
It's just beautiful. It's not beautiful for someone separated from this. There's just the beauty.
right. Right, and beautiful, and it's just done. There's nothing to do with the beauty. So like, oh, it's beautiful. Oh boy, it's not even that. It's just, yeah, it's beautiful. Done. Period. Something like that. I
Yeah.
love this stuff. I love this stuff. I truly, me, separate, whatever. I
Oh
love
yeah.
this.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying me or whatever, or beneficial. I mean, you know, there's no one here tapping you on the fingers because you use the me word, you know, which is quite natural. The whole thing is, you know, using terms like me and you is already me-less and you-less. There's just simply no one behind whatever is happening, including words. There's no one separated from this. You know, there's no one in this physical, so-called physical body over there, which is named Don, you know, doing the physicality, so to say. There's just the directness of what is. There's just the physicality, so to say, speaking and producing sounds, but there's nothing separated in it or behind it or hidden from it, doing the answering, so to say. It's already just simply me-less or you-less or I-less or whatever you want to call it. Even using the word me is already just me-less. There's no one behind it. So yeah, it's not so much about the words, you know. You see it sometimes in meetings that people get all hyped up when people start using words like me and you. They get offended, and they will throw in some non-duality one-liners to keep you shut up. Well, it's that's not how it's played here, so to say. No, but thank you. Yeah, and you know, you said also I find it beneficial. Well, that's it. You know, finding it's quite natural actually to do things which seems to be beneficial. It's quite natural, you know, when something is beneficial for health or for mental stability to do it. You know, there's nothing fancy about it. It just plays out that way. You know, it's just simply innocently finding things helpful. It's just finding things helpful. There's no one separated. There's no one who finds it helpful as something which is separated from this, from the helpfulness, so to say. Anyone more wants to respond, you know, to the idea that Mark, maybe Mark, you've been to a lot of, you know, how is it there? Are you thinking that so-called speakers, they, you know, they laugh the whole day and they never get angry even when you take them money? They just thank you because you take them money or whatever. Is there any innocent ideas or conclusions there? You know, maybe I reach that state one day when I've been to enough non-dual meetings. Tell me.
Sometimes, yeah, there's like a belief like that, maybe. But I think what I like the most about just coming here and talking with you and with Rosa is just hearing that nothing is wrong with anything, you know, nothing is wrong with what you feel or your feelings or your emotions, or yeah, because that was the main thing here for many years, really long, like the teenage years. It was very difficult. So yeah, just hearing that is always great, and to say it to others, or others who feel, yeah, that they are wrong in some way, or yeah, not right, or yeah, it's just was a lot of that, always needing to change. Well, it was mostly, I mean, it still happens sometimes. Like I would sort of project onto other people what I think they're thinking about me, and it's always something really negative. I don't know why. I don't know why. But it seems to be, life seems to be more light nowadays, and yeah, that's how I would say it at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful, Mark. You said it nicely. I love the way you put it, and because there's nothing wrong with emotions. There's just simply emotions. You know, Laughing, crying. Not feeling good, trying to feel better. It's just simply what is. And even the idea that at maybe some day I will reach that state where I will not be emotional. This can happen. The idea, the assumption that there is a certain state which is reachable where you always are laughing. If that is the case, then that is just simply what is. Trying to attain such a state of total blissfulness. It's equally just this, but there's there's nothing wrong. Being emotional is just what it is.
Yeah,
And
I think
maybe,
there's still like a, sorry, I
no,
think
go ahead.
there's still like a sense of sometimes, like, yeah, well, like worrying about the future, or worrying about what am I gonna do, or what yeah, just worry, I would say.
Oh yeah, this. I mean, there's nothing fancy about worrying. I mean, everybody here at this screen, so to say, knows worries. In some way. Some may worry more or less. But there's no one doing. There's no one owning the worries. There's no one doing the worries. At the same time, worrying about the future is just simply this already. Worrying about, can I find a job, or will this treatment for cancer, will it work out for me? you know it just falls down like rain. Worrying is just, it's natural. There's nothing wrong about worrying. Even thinking it's wrong is already just simply what is. Worrying is just worrying. I mean, anyone here can relate, I'm pretty sure. But there is no you as a doer, as a separated doer of the worrying, or there's no you as a separated owner of these worries. They are not yours, and there's not a you doing them. At the same time, thinking they are yours, or thinking or believing that you are doing the worrying, is already not done by you equally. It's just what is. So claiming the worries to be yours or not, equally just this already. And this may drop. Worrying may be very intense at a certain point, at a certain so-called age, and then maybe it will reside for some time. Maybe worries will become less, or it will become intensify, or worrying maybe will stop. But worrying will never stop for you. It will not collapse for you. It will just stop. Whatever is happening is not happening for you or by you. It's just simply what is. There's already nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
As a separated.
Yeah, there is the sense.
Yeah. There is the
There's
sensation.
a sense sometimes that what is happening isn't a problem. What's even if it's a, let's say, a chaotic or unwanted situation, like it's not a problem in a way. It's just, yeah, it's what's happening. It's what's happening, but not as like a concept of like, oh yeah, it's just what's happening, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's just immediate sort of. Yeah, but there's no longer or so much like a that sadness used to be a problem here, or feeling lonely used to be a problem that I had to change, overcome, or get some nice food, or not feel it, to not yeah, to push it away all the time, pushing away stuff I didn't like, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Rosa, you're nicking, you know, like, come on, tell me what's up.
Yeah, beautiful, Marky boy. Love it, what you said. This is in a way this openness to what is. Just being open to what is. Of course, resistance may happen. Not liking it may happen. Getting food to numb whatever feeling is popping up may happen. So what? That's it already.
Yeah, or drugs, or booze, or whatever, you know, or
Yeah.
sex. Whenever trying to avoid what is already just simply what is. So
Yeah.
to say. The
Yeah.
avoiding is equally just, you know, trying to run away, but you cannot run away from it, because there's no you able to escape what already is the case. Avoiding is already just simply what is. It's hard to avoid avoiding.
Yeah.
It's already the case.
Yeah. And there's no problem with avoiding even. Like it's, yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Mark. You're always such a sweet guy, you know. I like it. Yeah, I was wondering, you know, Tony, you met the big guy, Muller, Andreas. Maybe you want to
Yes.
share some wisdom here, you know, maybe you gained some insights in or whatever.
Andrea was in Barcelona during 5 days, and I was there one day, and it was lovely. I love the way that Andreas shared this communication, and was amazing. But on the other hand, it really is not so special. There's not such a difference between online and live here. But at the same time, seeing the speaker and being able to give him a hug and to chat a little, don't this is beautiful, really. And even the opportunity to know people near here and to have the opportunity to chat with them, it was beautiful. But I am thinking that, for example, I have during this week, I've seen two chats between Rosa and two guys, and has been amazing. So direct, nothing is missing. It's not really a difference between live and online here.
No, live and online, no. I mean, at the same time, it's completely different, and at the same time, it's exactly just this, you know. I mean, you know, like Michael was saying, you know, there's a difference between a French toast and I thought you said cancer, but at the same time, it's equally just this, you know. I mean, there's a difference by sitting live in a room and being online, but at the same time, it's just simply equally just what is happening. It's not something else. So in that sense, it's always just this, right, Tony?
Yes. And coming back to Andreas, it is a joy to see how he deals and manage with different waves, so to speak. No, sometimes the questions, there's not a wrong question. That's this. But at the same time, there are some questions that are a little tricky, so to speak. And it's lovely to see him dealing with a lot of love and the sense of humor. It's lovely.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks for sharing, Tony. good to hear that you had a nice time there with Andreas. Yeah, it's funny. It reminds me when you say it's all the same. You know, when they asked Nisargadatta what was the difference, what is the difference between you, Nisargadatta, and Ramana Maharishi? He said, well, I'm far much better dressed. But at the same time, it's still just this, you know, going around in some loin cloths or, you know, having clothes. It's still just this. There's no difference. And at the same time, it's completely different.
And it's obvious that that's nothing to get. But at the same time, speaking with people who says this in a different and beautiful ways, that there's nothing to get and there's nothing missing, it's a joy. A lot
Yeah,
of fun.
it's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. This was coming up this week also. This whole thing, well, you know, you hear people saying there's nothing to get, you know. And at the same time, there are many things to get, you know, getting a new house, getting a new car, a new wife, a job or whatever, you know. But there's just no one getting it as a separated you know, there's no one having anything already at the same time getting, you know, getting a new wife or a new a new kidney is this too. But there's no one separated getting something or losing something already. There's no one having this, you know. At the same time, claiming to have this is already just this. You have fun there, Don. I saw you. It's good to see you laughing there.
Yeah, getting a new wife just I thought was sort of funny. It was like,
yeah.
get a new wife, get a new kidney. Okay,
Well,
it's all the same.
well, okay, you know, it's funny when people start throwing in this non-duality absolute statements like, well, there's nothing to get, you know, and that's it. But at the same time, there seems to be many things which you can get. There's just simply no one separated to get anything already. But at the same time, getting something or losing something is this too. So here there seems to be an issue which I would say is living on the other side of the coin, you know, from. So it's, for me, it's just flipping coins from there seems to be things happening or there are things happening to flipping it totally to the other side and saying nothing is happening. You know, it's just another absolute statement. You know, who knows that nothing is happening? At least it seems that there are many things happening, right? I mean, you're not going to say to your kid who is hit by a car, you're not going to tell the kid, well, I don't know why you're crying because nothing is happening. There was no car there and he didn't hit you. That's just totally crazy, you know? I mean, come on. So at some point, these so-called absolute statements is just flipping the coin from things happening to nothing happening. And this might be like interesting to play around with, but at the same time, we all know that it's, in a way, it's just another absolute statement. Who is there to make such a claim that something is happening or not? So I can just say, well, there seems to be things happening and not at the same time. Or as Michael said, it is and it isn't. I was wondering a bit, Garrett, I missed you last week. You told me you were on holiday, right? Is there, do you have any words for us tonight? Tell me what's up. How is it with the wife, and is she still attacking you, so to say?
Not divorced yet. I've got to meet her up about 1:45
8, so I'll be gone in 10 minutes, just in case. But yeah, she's at work tonight. Yeah, we did a little holiday in Scotland for a few days, and some long coach tours. The tour was to go and see the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, great.
That's what my wife wanted to do, and I went along with it. But while I was on this coach for say 6 hours one way, I was thinking and worrying and anxiety and all that, because I was, you could say, trapped in a coach for many hours, and the mind tends to, the monkey mind starts to go. But on the other hand, my wife would be looking at the scenery and looking forward to the Loch Ness Monster and all that. And I'm thinking, why do I have that problem so often? You know, I can't sit down, you know, be calm enough. But I don't know if you have any view on that.
Well, I think many people can relate, Garrett. I mean, you know, and it's beautiful that you bring it up, you know, thinking, why do I have this, or why, you know, I don't feel comfortable, you know, and why do I don't feel comfortable? This so-called self-reflection, so to say, or it's already selfless. It's just, you call it the monkey mind. In that sense, you distance yourself, so to say, and there's something else which is doing that. And basically, it's not something else. It's just this, and it's playing freely on its own. There's no one behind it as a you know, it just start playing.
Impersonal.
Sorry?
Impersonal.
Impersonal, yes, beautiful, yes, it's impersonal, exactly, you know.
Yeah, sometimes I think I've got to write that note on something and stick it on the fridge to remind myself my thoughts are impersonal. But whether that will help or not, I don't know.
Well, you can give it a try.
Yeah, I probably have, but yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful how you say it, you know. Finding you need a reminder is as impersonal as anything else, you know.
Yes, yeah.
It's already just simply impersonal, whatever is happening. Even thinking I have to change my personality is already equally impersonally this, you know. There's no one behind the so-called personality doing the personality, so to say. That we can say there's just the personality playing freely, and there's no one doing the personality already. There's just boundless personality for no one, by no one.
It seems bad luck, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, you know, that's maybe just another personal treat to call it
Yes.
bad luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, finding it unlucky to end up with such a personality is already impersonal. I mean, there's no one ending up with a certain personality.
Garrett, I call it perfection in action.
Yeah. I've heard you say, yeah, the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah.
Yeah. No escape, Garrett. No escape. Enjoy if you can. So I simply would love to encourage you to do whatever you want to do. Sticky posting on the fridge, on your head, wherever. It doesn't matter, sweetheart. Go for this. Full on. There is no right and no wrong.
No. Yeah.
That's the game.
I was told by many people that I take life too serious.
Whatever this means. Whatever this means, taking life too serious. What is this? Too serious.
Well, it's just what it is, right? I mean, we can try to, you know, taking life too serious. I mean, everyone at one certain point has heard this, you know, that you are too serious, and you know, so I don't see any problem with taking things serious. You know, taking things serious or not is already just simply this. It's just what's happening. What's the big deal, you know, being serious or not? This may change, this may continue, it may intensify, it may just simply drop. One day maybe you put on your swimming suit, you run naked in the street, and you know, people say, well, this guy is not serious at all. And it's already innocent equally, you know, running naked around in your underwear, or you know, taking things very serious. It's already just, it's equally impersonal, you know. It's just what comes out, you know. Claiming someone to be serious or not is already just simply what is. This statement, this assumption, this judgment falls like rain, you know. There's no one behind the judgment of Garrett, you are a serious guy, I think you are a serious guy, is already just done by none, so to say. It's just what's happening. As is taking the whole statement serious or not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's equally empty, you know.
I like what Michael said at some point. He said, just try everything. So try Garrett to take it too unserious. You know, try that if you can. I mean, I don't think that makes sense, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but what? Yeah, you know, of course. So what's the big deal? You being serious, you know? What? I don't get it. You know, here there's no issue with seriousness or not. You know, sometimes here there's you know, taking the job very serious. Yeah, or not. So what's the big deal?
And Garrett, maybe the next time when people say that you're taking life too serious, you will simply overhear this because it's of non-interest. That this label, serious or no serious, is going to be maybe very, very same. So it's of non-interest anymore what they say, or also you putting an idea over serious or no serious may simply collapse. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
For no reason. Simply, so what? So what?
Yeah. Yeah. I got it. Yeah.
I like your seriousness.
Me too. Me too.
Keep it on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Ah.
I love your
Boom.
seriousness, so there's no issue. You can put it in your pocket.
Yes. Yes. I will see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. I think as I feel a little bit older now, you naturally don't take it so serious as you get older, I think. I remember being serious since I was about 14, you know, and I think now maybe I'm thinking I'm getting a little bit older. I've done most of it behind me and less in future. So there must be a time when you've got to take it easy, you know, and not so serious.
Well, it's funny, you know, this so-called seriousness may just simply dissolve or collapse or end, you know, to throw in some non-dual jargon, you know, seriousness may just simply collapse, as it will just simply fade out, or one day it will just simply stop. But it will not stop for you, nor does it happen for you already. You know, there is
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's just the same with so-called you know, having certain interests, you know, interests may just simply arise. Certain characteristics may just simply arise, and they may just linger on for some time, and then suddenly they will fade out, or they will stop quite in a blink of an eye, I would say. And it has already just nothing to do with you, you know. It's just what's playing out. This, whatever is happening, is already completely itself, so to say.
Yeah.
This plays out however it seems to play out. Seriousness, unseriousness, happiness, sadness. Having a whole discussion about if seriousness is really serious or not, or taking the talk about seriousness very serious, is already just this.
Yes. Thank you all for those comments. I'm a bit worried I'll be late to pick up my wife.
Oh, we don't want you to be late to pick up your wife, Garrett. So don't
I
feel,
won't.
you're free to go.
I'll go now. I won't hear the end of it, but hopefully I'll see you properly next week.
Yeah, thank you to join in, Garrett.
Yeah.
Love to see you. Good, you're still alive and kicking.
Yeah, still there. Thank you very much.
Bye, Gareth. Love ya.
Bye.
Yeah, beautiful. Michael, my friend, how was the operation? You know, this is, I want to.
It's a success. Yeah.
Tell
Yeah,
me, you
going.
want to share something about, was there, you know, we talked about this, me and you know, being a little bit nervous going into an operation and not knowing if the eyes will open again. You know, there's everything, you know, there's always a risk. I mean, anything can happen, right? And, you know, being kind of, you know, nervous to go into an operation is just quite natural, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw a lot of lovely beings, nurses, young kids trying to help me, you know, get your clothes undressed, put it over here, put this gown on. The doctor will be in to talk to you. You know, people coming and going, putting IVs in my arm to start the drip, you know, then suddenly waking up and it's done. It's kind of interesting. You don't remember a single thing about it. And it's all very natural. And that's a word that Sander and I sometimes use. Whatever is happening already for no one, by no one. It's just all just happening. It doesn't need a reason. So worry is very natural if you're going in for surgery the next day and they say you can't eat or drink after midnight. You know, no water. So wanting to drink that water, but no, not allowed. And this is it, as Rosa says, this is the booming perfection. Even being scared to death, that, like you said, Sander, could be your last breath, you know, once you get put under. You know, and it's all this. That's what wants to be shared here. All of it. Already, even the sense of separation and wanting to do something to get rid of the sense of separation is this already.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we talked about this last week, right? About that, you know, this may just simply end, you know. It doesn't end for you, neither does it start it for you. But it can just simply stop.
Yeah, it's maybe we can say it like this. It's that everything is on autopilot.
Exactly.
So the me, in a way, is redundant.
Oh yeah, it's
And yet-
already not there. Yeah.
Yeah. And yet, even the sense of a me is not a problem. It's this too, as is not feeling like a me. They're both this. So really, the specialness of whether there's a me there or not can go. It can just not matter. It just doesn't matter if you feel like a me. That's this anyway. In trying to get rid of that feeling of being a separate me, is this already?
Yes, I mean, how much worry was there if there was a me or no me going into the surgery?
Exactly. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. So there can be a relaxing in whether or not you feel like a separate me. That can begin not to matter as much as it once did, so to say. It can feel like a big deal. Ah, Nkosi has no me. If I could only be where Nkosi is, then it will happen. No, no. It's not about getting what someone else has. It's already the case.
Yeah, having the idea that someone is having something is already just innocent, you know. There's no one having that idea or doing the assumption that there's someone owning something or reaching something or has reached something already. These ideas and assumptions and conclusions are just innocently tumbling down the idea, well, these guys, you know, they have reached the end of the line, you know, they are free, they always laugh, they never cry, they never shout at their neighbor. When you hit them, they will turn the other cheek. There are a lot of innocent ideas floating around, or, you know, how somebody should act, which already is just simply this. Having an idea how it should look when the me is gone is already just simply this. The ideas, the assumptions, the conclusions, how it would look, how it would feel, how it would be, is already just simply what is. There's no stopping.
Michael, it was beautiful when you said like, so in a way it gets indifferent if there is a me or no me. The idea, all the concepts we get about there is no me, there is no one, there is the sense of a contracted energy or whatsoever. This may simply become totally of no interest, totally uninteresting. And yeah, this is funny in a way, huh? Like ideas come and go, beliefs come and go. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, Rosa. There can be this fixation on I'm not there yet because my proof is I still feel like a me. That's my proof. Well, bullshit.
Yeah, or I still judge, you know, I'm not there because today I had a judgment about the neighbor that it's an idiot or something, you know. Oh shit, I'm still not there. I have to do more work, you know, because still judgment are coming. So it means I have to work because I still have likes and dislikes. I have a long way to go, you know, a long way. You should not have likes and dislikes and needs and wants, although at the same time it's quite natural to like and to judge, you know. Judging you know, judging is so natural. Without judgment, none of these bodies will sit here seemingly tonight joining this meeting. If there was no judgment, there was nobody showing at this meeting. You know, judging if it's safe to cross the street is already just simply what is. Without this so-called judgment, you will be hit by a truck. It's quite natural to judge, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with judgment. It's the same with liking and not liking, you know. Liking and not liking is equally just simply what's happening. There's nothing wrong or right with it. Even the idea that it's wrong or right is just another judgment. Judging that there's nothing wrong is still just a judgment. Saying that there's nothing to get is still just another getting. Oh, there's nothing to get. Who gets that? You know? Oh, you understand that there's nothing to get. Okay. So I can get it. It's all just this already.
the resonance with
Yes, judging.
Tony.
No, go ahead, Rosa.
Oh, come on, boy.
Judging is like labeling or having opinions. Having opinions happens, but there's nobody owning this opinion. That's so clear. An opinion arises by its own and puts a label, and in a way judges. Well, it's not a big deal. It's not anything wrong with this. Maybe beautiful. Wow, what a label. What? Why this label? Why this opinion? And not the other way around. Nobody knows. But
Yeah, beautiful, Tony. No one knows. Yeah. This is simply what it is.
Yeah, opinions, you know. It's like having teeth. Most of the body seem to have it, you know. What's the issue? I mean, it's here there's no issue with opinions and likes and dislikes, you know. Not at all. At the same time, having problems with it is just this also. Even with that, there seems to be no problem with having problems. Just simply what is. Connie, you're black. Maybe you're doing something. I was wondering. Yes. You're watching Netflix in secret, you know that?
I'm multitasking.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sorry.
Beautiful. You learned it from Don, I get. You know, he's a master in joining meetings and doing Netflix at the same time. So you don't have to excuse. It's quite okay. You know, here there's no problem if people want to do something in between. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no one is offended here, so to say.
I know, because we're just family.
Oh yeah, you know, sitting at the dinner table and everybody watching his phone is just already just this.
Nothing's popping up here. I'm just enjoying listening to everybody.
Yeah, I know, I like it. Yeah, great. No, I was wondering there if there was anything you want to mention. You said no in the beginning.
Because I was multitasking. I was trying to do. Yeah. How about Jim? Let's go to Jim. Hey, Jim.
Wow.
He's just screaming too.
Yeah, Jim, it was a time, you know, it was a long time ago you joined the meeting. Anything coming up there? Anything you want to share? We have a couple of minutes left.
The cookie's crumbling. Life is rolling on. Happiness happening, and breathing. I don't know. Watching wholeness is walling. It's just happening. I mean, life is just happening. What can I say?
Yeah, that's it. You know, that's it.
What can I say?
Saying life is happening is already life happening, you know? So to say, saying that life is happening is just life already.
This is it.
That's it.
This is it, gang.
Sorry, do you have the sound in the background, Jim?
No, I'm in a very quiet place. It's like a morgue where I live.
Maybe it's the mic. When you move your hand something, I heard a sound.
Could be. I don't use this system very often. I couldn't get you on my laptop, so I'm on this. The cell phone is clumsy.
Yeah, yes.
How it happens on a cell phone, it just happens this way. It's how the cookie crumbles, you know.
Yeah, beautiful. That's it. This is it.
Just this.
Finding it boring or finding it interesting. Yeah, Patricia, I know you don't speak so much, but I heard your voice. I heard you chatting with Constance, and I was wondering if you want to share something because yeah, maybe something is coming up. You're in Scotland, right? Maybe you want to share a little bit how you come to this message.
Yeah. Well, just as I was saying to Constance, I don't know, I was just watching YouTube and all of a sudden you guys popped up and I just got interested and that's just how it happened. And I really liked what I was hearing. And yeah, that's it really. And I was watching Rosa this afternoon with Daniel, and that was really lovely. I really enjoyed that. It was really nice. So yes, I'm just enjoying listening to everybody and yeah, just taking it all in basically.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Great, yeah. What more to say?
Not a lot really. Yeah.
Connie.
Connie is getting crazy, going crazy.
Yeah.
I love it. I want also do this.
Or maybe Connie can teach you after the show how you can show
Play with the icons. Okay, Connie. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think it does on the recording. Everybody's probably wondering what the heck are they talking about? Because I don't think it shows up on the recording. It's gonna.
I think it does. I think it does, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Does
it changed.
Oh, it
Connie, I made a screen grab from our meeting last week, Connie, and your blue heart showed up.
Yay! So now, okay, so
yeah.
How did you
Keep on going.
Cool. That's awesome.
You did something like this, right?
Last time, I don't know.
No, you hit a button and the blue hearts came up just like just now, but we could see it on the video. So before, like, yes.
It might be my operating system. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a techie.
So I have a question. So thoughts happen, and there's a philosophy or whatever where there is the watcher of the thoughts or the witness of the thoughts, and so the question is there a witness? Is there a witness or some level of awareness of the thoughts?
Oh, the funny thing is, so I would say there is awareness, but this so-called watcher, how you want to call it, the so-called watcher is already not something which is separated from this. there is no separated someone as a watcher which is outside of this, you know. There's no one separated from this doing the so-called watching, so to say. And I know awareness is a dirty word in radical non-duality circles, so to say, or the observer, you know. We can say there's a certain awareness of thoughts, but that so-called awareness is not separated, you know. There's no one doing that equally, you know. Claiming that there are thoughts or that thoughts are seen is already not done by someone. So claiming there to be awareness is already not done by something. Claiming that there is a seeing of thoughts is already not something which is separated from this. It's not done by anyone. You know, so most people seem to have the idea that there is something which is separated from this, and that is what you really are. And that is always there. And when this collapses, so to say, that is also what is left. And here, so to say, there's nothing which was before here. Before, you know, there was nothing separated for who this life started playing, or for who this life started to stop. There's just simply nothing separated. It's not that there was a watcher and then suddenly the screen lit up and then the show started playing and then the show will end and this so-called watcher will sit there, you know, as a separated someone. Do you get what I mean, Don? So this whole, if you know, that's just the show. This or life. This life doesn't started for something which was separated from this life, nor will this life stop for something which is separated from this. At the same time, the idea that there is something separated or the sensation that there is something separated is already just simply life. Rosa.
What's popping up here while listening to Don and you, Sander, is life is simple. There is no need to understand life because it's simple. And having heard this beautiful concept of awareness, observer, I don't know what, is this already, is life. The need to understand life is this.
Yeah, it's basically there's just simply what's happening, you know. Calling life simple or complex is already just life. You know, claiming this to be very simple or claiming this to be very complex is already just simply life itself. It's this already. Finding this an easy thing or claiming this to be an easy thing or claiming this to be a very complex thing is already just life. So I would say it's both very simple and it's complex at the same time.
Yep.
It's both and neither, you know. It's not, there's not a thing, you know, there isn't even a thing called life. There's not something which, you know, we talk about as if there is a thing, you know. Claiming it to be a thing is already not a thing. I don't see any handles here. I don't see any edges or corners, or, you know, you cannot put it in your pocket like we have mentioned before. You cannot take it away. You cannot hold it. You cannot put it in your backpack and carry it somewhere else. At the same time, thinking that you can put it in your backpack and carrying it somewhere else or trying to carrying it is already this. It's already life itself. Sorry, Michael, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to try out the hand thingy. Yeah, already. To
Already.
me, already is the most beautiful word I've ever heard.
Yeah.
If all is this already the case, no matter what, however it feels, what it looks like, what it thinks like, still this.
Whatever shape it takes or seem to take or is believe it will take. So I would say there's just simply whatever is happening, the directness of whatever is sitting in a Zoom meeting, and the words and the suggesting that it's just this is already not happening for someone who is separated from this. There's just simply no one outside the scope of what is happening or what is seems to be happening as something which is hidden. Although this seems to be the claim that there is a you, which you really are, and that is somewhere, and that one is somewhere else. And that itself is already just simply this. Claiming that there is a separated person or not is equally just this. That itself is already not separated from this. The claim that feeling separated is already not separated from this. Being separated is just feeling separated. It's already this. It's not separated from whatever is happening.
Michael, may I add to your already, which I also love? It's the boom in a way. May I add also no escape? I love no escape.
Yeah, beautiful. Even trying to escape. There's no escape from trying to escape.
It's hard to run away when you're already running away. Where are you going to go? It's just...
And I just want to say that all is this is not an understanding or already. Nobody understands that.
Judith.
Over here. Oh.
Go ahead, Don.
Over here, there's like, it's so beautiful. What's being heard, and what seems to come up is I so want this, and then there's a sadness. Whatever. There's a sadness with that. I want this, and there's a sadness, and I don't know, sort of like, and that's what's happening. But then when I say, well, that's what's happening, I'm then in my mind supposed to, oh, that's what's happening, then I'll get high. Because I'll get it. So I don't know.
That's it too. Don, that's it too. That's the no escape. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Don, beautiful. You know what's popping up here? Let's meet for a double, Don. Let's do a chat. If you like.
No. Oh God.
Are you afraid?
Well, I only afraid if other people could see it. I wouldn't mind chatting. I wouldn't mind chatting with you. But
yeah, let's chat. Let's chat without recording.
Oh, sounds good. Okay.
Okay, good. Deal, Don.
Deal. Oh God, what am I stepping into?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It's like dying, you know? It's like, oh,
absolutely. I tell you.
I'm going to die.
No escape, Don.
Yeah, you're a goner. You're already a goner, Don.
He's got you on the hook. Oh no, he's got you on the hook, Don.
Yeah, anyone more wants to, you want to invite more people, Rosa?
Everyone is invited. No separation. Oh, who's there? Sander in front of your screen.
Yeah, I don't know. Ah, it was a fly.
Oh, really? A big fly? I thought it's Sir Charles.
No, it was not the cat.
Okay.
It was another pet, the fly, Mr. Fly.
Beautiful.
We have a lot. No, but
Funny.
I see some cats floating around there.
Like a kid with a new toy.
Yeah.
I love this toy. Give it to me. I cannot stop.
Yeah, sweethearts. I think we go to round it up. Anyone wants to share something before this so-called meeting will collapse? You know?
Well, something that not being anybody behind the opinions, likes and dislikes are full on happening.
Yeah.
And there's no one having dislikes. But being so strong, there's very theatrical. It's like playing theater. Playing, I like a fool. I don't like at all. It's theater. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's just the show. It's just an empty show, Tony. There's just the show. There's just likes, opinions, you know, wants, needs, just dancing around on an empty stage. You know, there's no one doing it. It's just simply an empty show. There's no one behind the curtains. There's no one behind the show called life. There's just life playing freely as sadness, happiness, fear, likes, dislikes, worries. It's already empty or absent of a separated you doing the likes, doing the wants, doing the needs. Just a show.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sander.
Thank you very much, everybody. Have a beautiful night. Thank you for the sharing and the openness. Jim, nice to see you. Don, take care, you know, this week. Judith, sweetheart. Connie, Rosa, Patricia, have a beautiful night.
And
Tony,
Sander, thank you.
Thank you, Xander.
Thank you.
Michael, good to see your hand working.
Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.